Good morning, student. Jai Swaminarayan. Welcome back to Atmiya Green School, Jhareshwar Bharuch. My name is Swati Sharma and it's class 8 maths and our chapter is data handling. Okay, in this chapter we have learned about data. And what is data? What do you mean by data? Data is collection of information. Collection of information is called data. Okay, now what do you mean by raw data? What is raw data? Raw data is when the data is collected direct from the source, then it is called raw data or primary data. Okay, understand? So, data is a collection of numerical fact regarding a particular information is called data. Okay, what is raw data? The numerical data recorded in its original form in an unorganized and random manner is called raw data. Okay, now what is primary data? Data collected by the investigator himself. Okay, now what is secondary data? Data collected by someone other than the investigator. Okay, what is array? The raw data arranged in the ascending or descending order of magnitude is called an array. Understand? And what do you mean by range of the data? The difference of highest and the lowest value of the observation in a data is called the range of the data. Understand? What do you mean by frequency? In a given set of data, the number of time a particular observation occurs is called its frequency. Okay, understand? Now, frequency distribution of how to organize the data. Now, we can learn how to organize the data. In order to draw meaningful inference from the given data, it is necessary to organize it in the form of frequency distribution table. Okay, frequency distribution of an ungrouped data. We can make this frequency distribution table in the form of tally marks, in a form of tabular form. Okay, make a column of 3. The first column will be for the observation purpose, the second one for the tally marks, and the third for counting total of tally marks. Okay, understand? Now this type you have to draw tally marks table. Okay, frequency distribution of group data. Now if you want to make a frequency distribution table for a grouped data, then what you do? First of all, in this type, to making this type of table, we need two information. What is information? First is range and another one is length of class interval. Okay, what is range? It is the difference of highest value and the lowest value in a group. Okay, means range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. Okay, understand? Now, length of class interval. The length of a class interval depend upon the choice of investigator. You can take the length of class interval by your own. Means you can take with your choice. Okay, if you want to take a class interval for 5, okay, and for 10, for 20, it's your choice. Okay, understand? Type of class interval. There is two type of class interval. First is overlapping class interval and non-overlapping class interval. What is overlapping? Overlapping class interval means a class interval having upper limit of one class interval equal to the lower limit of the next class interval. Understand? Means 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. There is here upper limit is exclusive in 0 to 10. We will not include 10. Okay. Non-overlapping class interval. In non-overlapping class interval, the upper limit of one class interval doesn't match with the lower limit of next class intervals. Suppose 1 to 4, then 5 to 8, then 9 to 12. Here upper limit is inclusive and lower limit is also inclusive. Understand? Okay student, so it is overlapping class interval and non-overlapping class interval. Okay, the lower value of a class interval is called lower limit and upper value of that class interval is called the upper limit. Thus each class interval has lower and upper limit in a grouped frequency. Okay, in a grouped frequency distribution there is also lower and upper class limit. Understand? Now if we talk about a graph, so we have so far learned how to represent the data in tabular form. We shall now use the table to represent the data in a graph. Means first of all it is a pictograph, then bar graph, then histogram, and it is a pie chart. Okay. Now what is how to represent pictograph? The data represented can be done using picture and it is done by pictograph. Pictograph is a way of showing data using images. Okay, this is our pictograph. Okay, in pictograph we show the data with the help of pictures. Okay, now if we talk about bar graph, a bar graph is a pictorial representation of the ungrouped data in which bar of uniform width are drawn on x-axis and or y-axis depending upon the nature of the question. Space between the consecutive bars should be equal. The value of the variable are depicted on the other axis, says y-axis or x-axis. Understand? The height of the bar depend upon the value of the variable. Understand? Or this is the bar graph we can draw. Okay, understand? Now if we talk about double bar graph, in double bar graph what we show? In double bar graph that shows two set of data simultaneously. It is good and very useful for the comparison of the data. Okay, with the help of double bar graph we have easily compare two data. Okay, understand? Now if we talk about histogram, what is histogram? Okay, what do you mean by histogram? This is our histogram. Okay, a histogram is a graphical representation of group frequency distribution of data. It is like a bar graph in which the bars are placed next to each other. In histogram, the class interval is put on the horizontal axis, x-axis, and the frequency is put on the vertical axis, that is y-axis. Okay, there are two axes are there. This is your x-axis. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Understand? And in a histogram, the bars placed next to each other means there is no gap between the bar. Place the class interval on x-axis and suitable scale. Mark frequency on y-axis and with a suitable scale construct rectangle with class interval as width and frequency as length. Understand? Now if we talk about pie chart or circle graph, data represented in a circular form is called a pie chart. A pie chart shows the relationship between a whole and a part. In a pie chart, a whole circle is divided into different sectors and the size of each sector is proportional to the magnitude of the component. It represents pie chart is also called circle chart. Okay, understand how to construct a pie chart or circle chart? For constructing a pie chart, central angle is calculated. We know that the area of a sector is proportional to the angle made by the arc at the center. Okay, and we shall use the fact to find the central angle. Means central angle of a component is equal to value of component upon sum of value of all the component into 360 degree. Okay, First, calculate the central angle for each component. Draw a circle of any radius. Draw a sector in the circle corresponding to the central angle. Shade each sector differently. This is the pie chart, circle chart or pie diagram. Understand? If we talk about pie chart, circle chart and pie diagram, these all are same. Okay? Understand? I hope you are understand what is bar graph, what is histogram and what is pie chart, and you have completed 5.2 exercise 5.2 in your notebook. Okay, if you have any doubt, tell me on WhatsApp. Understand? Now our next topic is chance and probability. Our next topic is chance and probability. What do you mean by chance? और what do you mean by probability? See student, आप लोग अपने घर में स्नेक एंड लैडर, लूडो ये तो खेलते हैं. नाउ इफ डाइस इन योर हैंड, अगर डाइस आपके हाथ में है और आपने अभी थ्रो नहीं किया है, तब तक आपको पता चलता है व्हाट इज़ द चांस टू what number is come to you. Okay, if it is your chance, then if dice is in your hand, then there is only 6 chances. Means is it 1, is it 2, is it 3, is it 4, is it 5 or is it 6? in या तो 1 आएगा आपके, आप जब फेंकोगे डाइस को, थ्रो करोगे, when you throw the dice, या तो आपके पास में 1 आएगा या 2 आएगा, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, it's a chance. Any number will be come to you. Okay, it's not confirm what is come to you. Okay, when dice in your hand, you only think. If you think आपको अगर उस वक्त 3 नंबर चाहिए, you need 3, but if you throw the dice and it comes 5, so it's a chance. Okay, so we can tell it's a game, and game में सब कुछ हो सकता है. Okay, that is called chance and probability. Okay, when in each and every match you see cricket match, and in cricket match you see when the starting of a cricket match, there is toss, the method of toss. Okay, you see the toss is happening, and in toss he throw the coin, and coin having two faces. One is head and another one is tail. Okay, when he throw the coin, he didn't know what is come. Okay, but there is 2 chances, means either head or either tail. मीन्स जब कॉइन को थ्रो किया गया तब हमारे पास में 2 चांस थे. 2 चांस हमारे माइंड में दो बातें थी, या तो हेड आएगा या तो टेल आएगा. ओके, 3 और उसके अलावा कुछ आ नहीं सकता है. अंडरस्टैंड? या आइदर इट बिकम अ हेड, आइदर इट बिकम अ टेल. अंडरस्टैंड? डेट इज कॉल्ड चांस एंड प्रोबेबिलिटी. मीन्स इट्स कॉल्ड, हम बोल सकते हैं कि कुछ भी आ सकता है, दैट इज संभावना है. ओके, किसी भी चीज़ के होने की संभावना, मीन्स होने का हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि यही होगा. होने की संभावना, डेट इज कॉल्ड चांस और प्रोबेबिलिटी. अंडरस्टैंड? ओके, नाउ सी some example. India has a great chance to win the World Cup. Chance, it's a chance. Okay, take your raincoat to school. It will probably rain today. Means not confirm. It will probably rain today. There are chance of your train getting late. Okay, I will probably get my admission in IITs. We can use so many times these words. Okay, you hear such statement and people make such statement on the basis of previous experience or on the basis of certain studies. In news, you must have come across the prediction of rainfall, humidity, coastal warning given by the meteorological department, and these are nothing but a chance of guessing. Means they guess ये हो सकता है. Okay, probably today it will rain today. Okay, it is chance to your train getting late. Understand? In the above example, chance of a certain event happening or not happening will not always be seen. Let's study some more terms used in probability. That is experiment. Okay, what is experiment? It is a situation involving chance or probability that lead on the outcomes. Okay, when you throw the dice, there is six probability, 6 chance. Okay, because dice having total 6 faces. ओके, आपने देखा होगा डाइस में, डाइस के ऊपर कितने फेसेस होते हैं? 6. सो हर एक फेस पर कुछ डॉट्स बने रहते हैं, जैसे फर्स्ट 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 6. ओके, व्हेन यू थ्रो द डाइस, ओके, ड्रॉइंग एन एग फ्रॉम अ पैक ऑफ कार्ड्स. आपको पता है कार्ड्स कितने होते हैं? टोटल कार्ड्स इज 52. अगर आप उसमें से कोई एक कार्ड निकालते हैं तो उसका एक होना, ठीक है? सो इट्स अ चांस. ओके. नाउ आउटकम्स. एन आउटकम्स इज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ अ सिंगल ट्रायल ऑफ एन एक्सपेरिमेंट. मीन्स when you are going to throw the dice, okay, that is experiment. Okay, and when you throw the dice and the answer is come to you, means if you throw the dice and 5 is come to you, so it's your outcome. Okay, outcome is a result of a single trial of an experiment. Okay, understand? Getting a head on tossing a coin. Example, if you toss the coin and you get head. Getting an even number on throwing a dice. And in a dice, how many even number are there? There is 2, there is 4 and there is 6. Total 3 even number are there. Okay, when you throw the dice, what is the chance to get an even number and what is the chance to get an odd number? We can see in this chapter. This is called probability. Understand? This is called chance. Okay, it's all depend upon chance. Okay, understand? Now event, the collection of some or all possible outcomes of an activity or experiment is called an event. Suppose you throw the coin. And you get, what is result you are thinking? There are 2 result only in your mind. That time when you throw the coin, in that time in your mind only 2 result are there. That is either it is head, either it is tail. Okay, so that is called event. Event means collection of, means जो आपके माइंड में चल रहा है. अब इन दोनों में से एक आने वाला है, either head, either tail. Understand? So it is called event. The collection of some or all possible outcome of an activity or experiment is called an event. Means if you throw the coin, H is the event of getting head and T is the event of getting tail. Understand? Okay. Now if we talk about in rolling a dice, if you throw the dice, then getting 2 is an event, getting even number 2 4 6 is an event, and getting odd number 1 3 5 is an event. Now we can talk about random experiment. Random experiment means आपने coin throw करें randomly और कोई भी आपने सोचा नहीं है कि हेड आएगा या टेल आएगा. ओके, सो व्हाट इज रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट? An experiment in which all possible outcomes are known and event outcome cannot be predicted in advance is called a random experiment. Okay, when you throw a coin, you know the outcome will be either head or tail, but can't predict the outcome well in advance. Okay, जब आप थ्रो कर रहे हो तब आप उसे प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते हो कि हेड ही आएगा या टेल ही आएगा. कई बार होता है, हम बोल देते हैं हेड आएगा और हेड आ गया, तो आप बोलते हो हाँ मैंने तो बोला ही था, बट इट्स ओनली डिपेंड ऑन चांस. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड? दैट इज कॉल्ड रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट. ओके, throwing a coin we can get only two outcomes, means head either tail. When you throw the two coins, see here, just a minute. So in this video we have learned what we have learned so many new things. What is that? Is probability. What is probability? The chance of happening is called probability. Okay, now we have learned about experiment. It is a situation involving chance or probability that lead to an outcome. Okay, what is outcome? An outcome is a result of a single trial of an experiment. Okay, what is event? The collection of some or all possible outcome of an activity or experiment is called an event. Understand? What is random experiment? An experiment in which all possible outcome are known and even event outcomes cannot be predicted in advance is called random experiment. Okay, suppose this is your, see this example. If you try to start a scooter, what are the possible outcomes? What are the possible outcomes? See, think it. Okay, when a dice is thrown, what are the 6 possible outcome? या तो आपको 1 मिलेगा, either you get 1, you get 2, either you get 3, either you get 4, either you get 5, either you get 6. Okay, if I told you, if you throw the dice and what is the chance to getting 7? It is no chance because it's not possible. Okay, so which is possible? Okay, possible event is called probability. Understand? Okay, so one more thing, the possibility of showing up any particular number, say 5, is 1 out of 6. This is called the probability of getting 5. Okay, understand? And what is independent event? What do you mean by independent event? See, here we talking about event. Okay, event means जो हमें possible outcomes मिल सकते हैं, that is called event. Okay, now independent event means when you throw the dice, you don't know, it become 1, it become 2, it become 3, you get 4, 5, 6. Okay, now when you again throw the dice, so first time you throw the dice and you get 4. Now if you again throw the dice, so what is, क्या ये हो जाएगा कि 4 अब नहीं आएगा? ऐसा नहीं हो सकता ना. So when you again throw the dice, again 4 will be come. Okay, so the first event has no effect on the second. Means फर्स्ट में आपका क्या आया है, कौन सा आंसर आया है, 4 आया है, 5 आया है डाइस थ्रो करने पर, वो आपके सेकेंड टाइम जब आप डाइस थ्रो करोगे उस पर कोई असर नहीं करेगा. ओके, कोई इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. दैट इज़ द सेकेंड इवेंट इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द फर्स्ट रोल. हैंस दिस इवेंट आर कॉल्ड इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. ओके, दिस टाइप ऑफ इवेंट इज कॉल्ड इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट. ओके, अब डिपेंडेंट इवेंट क्या हुआ फिर? अगर ये इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट है तो डिपेंडेंट इवेंट. सो डिपेंडेंट इवेंट व्हेन आप लोग कार्ड खेलते हैं, you play the cards. If total number of cards are 52, if you are, आप उसमें से एक कोई सा भी कार्ड निकाल लें. सपोज रेड 1 नंबर आप निकाल लेंगे, रेड वाले दोनों, ठीक है. रेड के जो इक्का होता है वो दोनों आपने निकाल लिए. तो अब वहाँ पर कितने कार्ड बचे? ओनली 50. जब आपने कार्ड्स देखे थे तब आपके पास 52 कार्ड्स थे. जब आपने उसमें से 2 रेड कार्ड निकाल लिए, अब वहाँ पर कितने बचे? 50. तो जब आप जब उसमें से कुछ निकालने जाएंगे तो वो 2 रेड कार्ड तो नहीं आ सकते उसमें से, मतलब उन 2 रेड कार्ड को छोड़ करके बाकी कोई भी कार्ड आ सकता है. अंडरस्टैंड? सो डेट इज़ कॉल्ड डिपेंडेंट इवेंट. मीन्स अब उसने आपने 2 कार्ड निकाले, उसने आपके रिजल्ट को चेंज कर दिया. ओके, so it is called dependent event. Understand? Okay. Now if we're talking about event, then there are 2 type of event, that is dependent event and independent event. Okay, understand? So see this example, I think, and read it. Okay, this is your homework. And see, think, discuss and write. Does the first player have a greater chance of getting a 6? क्या ऐसा होता है in a throwing a die? Would the player who played after him have a lesser chance of getting a 6? No, na? And suppose the second player got a 6, does it mean that the third player would not have a chance of getting a 6? नहीं ना, ऐसा नहीं होता है. That is a independent event, means equally likely outcomes. It's also called equally likely outcomes. When a coin is tossed several times and the number of times we get head or tail is noted, let us look at the result sheet where we keep the and on increasing the tosses. Okay, 50 times number of heads 27, number of 12 23, 60 times 28, 32. Okay, so हमें फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा, हम जितनी बार कॉइन को टॉस करेंगे उतनी बार हेड या टेल में से कोई एक नंबर हमारे पास आ सकता है. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड? सो इट्स कॉल्ड इक्वली लाइकली इवेंट. मीन्स हमने एक बार थ्रो किया तब भी हमारे पास 2 चांसेस थे, हेड या टेल. दूसरी बार थ्रो किया तब भी हमारे पास 2 ही चांसेस हैं. डेट इज़ इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट, और वी कैन से दैट इक्वली लाइकली आउटकम्स. अंडरस्टैंड? नाउ our next topic liking chance of to probability we can learn tomorrow. Okay, have a good day.